take a look at how to install probably the best add-on right now, Neptune Rising. It used to be called Poseidon. So we'll go up to the top, we'll click the gear, we'll click System Settings, we'll move over to Add-ons, we'll go to the right and up a little bit, and we'll click Unknown Sources until we get this warning message, and we'll click Yes. Let's go back one, and now we'll go to the File Manager. You can double-click there. We'll go to Add Source, and we'll double-click on the None. And there is the web address that I want you to type in. Make sure you get it exactly as it appears here, or it won't work properly. Make sure you get all the slashes and such. Let's click OK. Let's name this one, well, let's name it for Neptune. Click OK. Let's go back one. Let's go back another one. Now this time I want you to go over to Add-ons here. You can double click to that. Up in the top left corner we've got this box. You can click there. And then I want you to go to Install from Zip File, and we'll go to our NEP, which is right there, and we'll click on that, and then we'll double click the zip file. It's going to unzip here. Now is probably a good time to suggest subscribing and giving thumbs up and all that sort of good stuff. I'm putting out new videos all the time, so that'll help you with that. Okay, so we got the Blammo installed here. Let's install from repository next. And we'll go to the Blammo repo, we'll double click that, and I want you to go to Video Add-ons. You can click there. And we've got a few options, but the one we want is the Neptune Rising. So double click the Neptune Rising, you can click Install here. When this download cloud turns into a checkmark, you have it complete. It is complete. So you can click on Neptune Rising there. Now let's take a look at installing Genesis Reborn. So firstly we'll go up to the gear, we'll click that, we'll go to System Settings, we'll click there. Move to Add-ons, to the right and up to Unknown Sources, and click that till you get the warning message. You can click Yes. Let's go back one. File Manager. Double click on that. I want you to go to Add Source. Double click there. And double click on None. And there's the address I want you to enter. Make sure you get the slashes, the HTTP, all that sort of stuff. Once you've got it in, you can click OK. It'll be called repo. Good enough. We'll click OK. Let's go back one. Let's go back another one. Now let's go over to Add-ons here, and you can double click on Add-ons, and then up to the top left corner we've got this box. You can double click there. I want you to go to Install from Zip File. We called it repo, so we'll double click repo. Let's see, we've got a few options here, but we want the Jesus Box TV zip file, so we'll click on that. Now's a good time to mention you should subscribe because I'm putting out videos all the time, so you'll get notifications. Our Jesus Box repository has installed, so let's go to Install from repository. Here it is right here, Jesus Box. We'll go to Video Add-ons, and we're after Genesis Reborn. So double click on that. Free movies, free TV, sounds good to me. We'll click Install. Once the downloading cloud gives us a check mark, we shall be complete. Just about there. We got our check mark, so you can click on it and you can open it up and you can check out TV and movies and anything else. And I even like how this one's organized too. Now I'm going to show you how to install Covenant. So firstly we'll go up to the gear, we'll click that, we'll click System Settings, move over to the left, we've got Add-ons here. So move your cursor to the right and up to Unknown Sources. You can click until you get Yes. If you leave that on Yes, then you should never have to repeat that step. Anyway, File Manager. Double click the File Manager. And let's click on Add Source and double click on None. And the web address I want you to enter is here. Make sure you get it perfectly exactly as I have it. archive.org/download/repository.xvbmc. Let's click OK. Sure, we'll call it that. Okay, so let's go back one screen, and let's go back another screen, and now we'll go to Add-ons. We'll click there. To the top left corner, we've got this box. We'll click on that. We'll go to Install from Zip File, and that's what we called it, the repository. So we'll double click there, and we'll double click the zip file. It's going to unzip. Now's a great time to mention I'm putting out videos daily, so if you subscribe, you'll get notifications on those. When this file unzips and is ready to go, we'll get a message in the top right corner telling us so. So let's be patient and wait for that. And right on cue, there it is. So once you see that message, you can go to Install from Repository. And there's the very one we want, so you can double click there. Now we need to go to video add-ons, and let's see, we got a bunch here, but we are looking for Covenant, so let's click on that, and you can click install, and it's going to start to download. And once this download cloud turns into a check mark like it just did, you can click and open it up, open, and away you go, watching movies, TV, anything else you want. Check it out on Covenant. Now I'm going to show you how to install Rebirth 2017. I guess the irony is that it's 2018, but they've yet to update their name. So we'll click on the gear, we'll click on system settings, and we'll move to the left add-ons, to the right and up to unknown sources. Click that until you get a yes. Click that and you can proceed. So let's go back one. Now we'll go to the file manager, and I want you to go to add source and double click on the none. Type that website in exactly as it appears. Make sure you get the dash and the slashes. You can click OK now. We'll call it repo. That sounds good. Press OK again. Let's go back one. Let's go back another one. This time I want you to go to add-ons, and you can double click there. Up to the top left corner, you can click the box. And let's go to install from zip file next. We'll click on repo because that's what we called it. Here's our repository. We'll wait for this to unzip. Probably a good time to mention I make videos quite frequently, so if you subscribe, you'll get notifications on new add-ons that are working perfectly. Once this unzips, we'll get a message in the top right corner telling us that something has installed. Let's wait patiently for that. Cypher's Locker has installed. So once my computer decides it's going to stop loading here, I will go to install from repository and double click. And here's my Cypher Locker. And then video add-ons. And we are doing the Rebirth, so let's click on Rebirth. And you can install it. And there we go. Once you see a check mark, you can click on Rebirth, open it up, and away you go watching TV, movies, and anything else you want to check out on here. Now I'm going to show you two reliable ways to install everybody's favorite add-on, Exodus. So we'll go up to the top here, we'll click on the gear, and then over to system settings. I want you to double click there. Move over to add-ons, then move your cursor to the right and up to unknown sources and click that till you get this warning message, and click yes to proceed. So let's go back one screen, double click on file manager, we'll go to add source, and double click on none. Let's type this in http://repo.tantrumtv.com, that's not com, .com/download. Let's press OK, and if you've done that properly, when you click OK right now, it should work perfectly. Excellent. So let's go back one screen, and let's go back another screen. I want you to go to add-ons. Let's double click there. Up to this box at the top left, we'll click that, and we'll go to install from zip file. And we called it download, so let's double click on download, and we are looking for, we've got a few here, but we want the Tantrum TV zip file. Now it's probably a good time to mention subscribing is a great idea. I put out videos all the time, so you can check those out. Excellent. Okay, so our add-on has installed. So let's double click on install from repository. We want the Tantrum TV repository. We'll click there. And then we want video add-ons. And then we see Exodus right there. So you can click on Exodus. And you can click install. And when our download arrow changes into a check mark, Exodus has installed properly. So let's take a look at a second way for us to install Exodus. We'll go up to the gear here. Now, assuming we've already done the system settings move, just to show you again, you click system settings, add-ons, unknown sources, click that. Yes. Let's go back. We may have already done that from earlier though. So now let's go to the file manager. We'll double click the file manager and let's click add source. And again, we'll double click the none. http://kdale.co/repo. Let's click OK. Let's go with the name repo. I'll click OK again. I'm going to go back one screen. I'm going to go back another screen. I'll go to add-ons. Let's double click there. And let's double click the box. And let's go install from zip. We called this repo, so let's double click on repo. And we want the kodil.zip file, so we'll double click that. Let's wait for this to unzip. We'll get a message in the top right corner. There we go. Now I'm going to go and click for, install from repository, and this will be the one we're going to use here. Now, what we need to do first, though, is we need to go to add-on repository. What we're going to do is we've got quite a list here, and we're going to have to scroll down to something called TK Norris. So let's go down to the T's. There it is. Not an well, no, I guess it is an alphabetical order. Anyway, we've got two here. We actually want the TK release repository, so let's click on that, and let's click install. Okay, good, so that has installed. Now we want to go back, so it's probably easiest just to scroll back up to the top and click the two dots. That'll take us back one. And let's go back another one. And we've got our TK release repository here, so let's double click on that. And then we'll go to video add-ons. And we should have Exodus right there. So you can double click on Exodus and install it. Now I guess I've got a few things on the go here, but this is the TK Norris one. So I'm going to go with the highest number here. I've got the 0.9. You can see I've got 0.2, 0.09. I'm going to double click on that one. And there we go. Oh, almost. We got an error. Oh no, it did work. I'm not sure what caused an error there, but if you've seen a check mark, you can just click on that and you can open it up and you can proceed. So those are two different ways that you can install Exodus. I find them both very reliable. I've seen a few other methods out there that have not worked for me. These two are good and I'm sticking with them.